I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I.
And eat.
Right.
Okay. Is there chicken in here?
Yeah, it's chicken.
Oh.
It's the chicken that grows on the plants.
Chicken goes on the plants. Maybe. Especially that. Especially that. I love this.
Smells here.
Yeah, I know. I spit on it sometimes. I put it here, keep it like that, and then I put it back here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your game is done. So you moved it here. So I'm hitting it. No, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, I see.
The reason, no, you did it. It's okay.